Good morning, everyone. It is almost 8 o'clock in the morning. I have one child off to school and a couple more still to get to school, but before we do that, this is the week that we start work on this building here, the cottage. I'm very excited to share what we do over the next few weeks. This is a clue here as to the colour of our new roof will be, part of the roof, which I'm really excited about. A lovely terracotta red. This is where we would usually keep all of our logs. However, we have had to run down the logs because we think we might have to lose this log store as it is now into as part of the self-contained cottage next door. So it'll be sad to see this lovely log store go, but we may have to knock some walls down in here. Today the builders are coming and starting somewhere, so I'm gonna film as much footage as I can, but in between work and everything. Eventually, once the builders have done the main bulk of the structural work, we then are going to work on it ourselves. So while the builders had arrived and were sorting out the outside for us, including gravelling some of our farmyard area to make it more accessible for us and for the builders when they eventually start on the roof and putting up scaffolding and things like that, we went round and we wanted to make sure we had everything measured around the cottage so we could essentially put it onto the SketchUp app that we use. We used it for our indoor renovation in the main house, and we wanted to just make sure we got the measurements correct. I was sketching the cottage layout as we were going along and recording the measurements as well. But for the first time ever, which you'll see in a moment, I was up the top of the barn into the roof space, into the old hayloft, and I'll tell you a bit about that in a minute. Now, this was one of those situations where I probably shouldn't have been trying to film myself going up a broken set of unstable stairs, but there we go. You're probably all thinking that, but yeah, I wouldn't try that at home. But I made it up to the top, and when we got up there, I actually was really surprised by how sort of vast it did look. And I noticed on the walls, I loved the sort of reference to punk on the walls as well. I thought that was quite a nice piece of history there. And strangely, the little window at the top is double glazed, and when we moved into the house, the rest of the barn was just, single glazed, sort of very flimsy wooden doors. So we were surprised by that, but that's one less job that we have to do. So we took all the measurements of the area. We didn't go into the space further back because that was actually unstable. We were told not to walk over that bit, but the bit that we were walking on was completely fine. And we are hoping then to transform that into some kind of space. We haven't completely decided yet, but you will see as we go along. If you follow along the journey, you'll see eventually what it does turn into. And here's me coming down the stairs very tentatively, because obviously coming down the stairs is always harder, and especially frightened of that broken step near the bottom. So that's me having measured upstairs, feeling good that we can now put all those measurements and create some kind of plan. And if you're interested, we will be able to show you what we designed on SketchUp. We have to play around with it a bit because, like I mentioned earlier, we're not sure where we're going to be able to put waste units for toilets and showers, but we will see. and we will move on to the next bit. So hopefully you'll join me in the next video, see what little bit more progress we might have made, and thank you for watching. Bye.